I think Marty got absolutely screwed. He had a whole list going.
Fraud in order.
And that is not on the list.
Did 3 episodes of that shit.
The outcome is a little suspicious.
Hank obviously not gonna really do him any favors there.
I was on it one time.
You were on it! Yes! This is bullshit!
So you gotta look at who the judge is. You got a guy, Hank, who has some bad blood with Marty, did that way into the decision.
PFT wins the first ever annual combine.
Feels a little bit weird.
Feels a little bit weird.
Feels a little bit weird, I'll be honest with you.
I'm not one to judge, but I will say Marty got screwed over.
It feels suspicious. It feels like somebody's trying to keep Marty down, and I don't really know if I love that.
Robbed. Justice for Marty.
Justice for Marty, he got robbed.
Listen, I was robbed, but honestly, it was funny. PFT saying that he was on it was funny.
Sorry again.
I liked the show.
Yeah, it was a good show.
I was on it one time.
You were on it! Yes! This is bullshit! The man was on it. I got robbed. I killed every competition. And I was worried about the Wonderlift. I'm not a great test taker. But then it was Barstool related, which I've been here now 6-7 years. I know about a lot of stuff that's going on. And let's just say I got fucking robbed.
Bench mob.
Oh no! And I'm all right. Forget about that sucker. Fraud in order.
What the fuck was that?
Yep. That was mine.
Yeah. And that is not on the list.
That was mine. Did 3 episodes of that shit.
It's not in HQ. It never has been an actual brand.
Rudy, you shot it.
Big if true.
For the win, PFT commenter. PFT wins the first ever annual combine. Sorry, Marty Mush.
Hey, Marty.
How do you feel?
I feel great. Feels a little bit weird.
Feels a little bit weird.
Feels a little bit weird, I'll be honest with you.
The guy who shot it for me, Rudy, a guy that was in the episode, we're right there. And they still told me no.
Sorry again.
It's okay. Yeah. I was robbed, and PFT didn't know how to handle it. He was like, this sucky way to win. He was awkward about it. It's like, I'm sorry, Marty. I was like, yeah, I don't know. We told them 3 times it was a show. Even the booth came out and was like, yeah, no, that was a show. I was like, what do you mean? It's a show.
There was 3 episodes of that thing. It has it's the exact name of a brand. It just is. It's just a fuck. I think Greer even admitted I might have fucked this one up. Hank obviously not gonna really do him any favors there. But I don't know. I think Marty got absolutely screwed. He had a whole list going. That was stunning that they obviously Miss Peaches is a brand too, but they were able to reverse that one, but they can't reverse Mushes. I don't really get that.
I guess it wasn't on the list, but I feel like there could have been an instant replay review where you said, all right, it had 3 episodes, came out on the main account. I think Marty could have got that, yeah.
I think Marty got screwed. People were naming other canceled shows like Swipe Drunk Love, all that stuff. And Marty got fucked over. So you gotta look at who the judge is. And you gotta look at the history between the judge and the contestant. You got a guy, Hank, who's very close with PFT, who has some bad blood with Marty, did that way into the decision. I don't know. I'm not one to judge, but I will say Marty got screwed over.
I think the outcome is a little suspicious. I don't know. The whole thing is a little weird to me. I know that I think Marty, maybe when the original list of people that was coming out for the Combine, Marty was kind of maybe not thought of immediately. He had to have a conversation, and then it was oh, duh, Marty, of course, why would we ever forget you? And then all of a sudden, he's making it all the way to the end, and then at the last second for the win, he suddenly the show that he lists, that's his own show that the other guy competing with him on was once a guest on, doesn't count. I don't know, just feels suspicious. It feels like foul play. It feels like somebody's trying to keep Marty down, and I don't really know if I love that.
And he had a whole list ready because he was so sure that fraud and order was a thing. He was like, I won't even use these things. And they eliminated him. But
so he should have won the Combine?
He should have been still going with PFT. There's no way to know who would have won, but Hank then tweets out a list, part of the list, and some of the things on there, it was Expressions Fan Cam. What would you say? G is what? G is Gaming Stream is a brand, but Marty's Fraud and Order isn't. That's
Where did they pull the list from?
I think Greer just like came up with that shit. It was like pages and pages.
Damn. Controversy.
Sounds like there's no denying he got robbed.
Marty is so confident in Fraud of Order. He had like 18 things on his list and just like was like, yeah, this one's good.
Are they paying him?
I think Dan gave him some money. That's what I saw.
5,000?
No, not 5,000. He was 500.
Yeah, it's definitely not fair. Like, if you say something that's on there and then they say that it's wrong when it's not, I think that's bullshit. I'd be pissed.
Yeah, that's ridiculous because there's some things on the list that were like I know that list because I've seen our back end. It's like everything that's ever happened at Barstool, because they literally mark everything. So yeah, I would say so.
Pains me to say it, but I also think Billy may have gotten a raw deal. I know he was getting a little red, but it seems like if everybody gets knocked out and you're the last one standing, interesting kind of shakeout of the judges, but that's how it goes. Like, that's a life lesson for you kids out there. Like, ref's not always going to make the best call.
I could have gone bar for bar with anybody. Like, did anybody say Morning Sunshine?
I could have went for days.
Swipe Drunk Love would be right on top of the list. I still listen to episodes every single day on the way to work.
Did Dave's walk to work get brought up?
Barstool units.
First guess would have been like, do you want publicity?
Spin Zone. Oh, Swipe Drunk Love. Barstool Drive Time.
The Short Porch.
Laces Out.
I think everyone keeps saying Swipe Drunk Love. I was an intern on Swipe Drunk Love. I think I screened some calls for that. Was like the first thing I did here besides being like K. Marco's errand boy. Healthy Scratches with Julie Stewart, Biggs, Frankie Borelli, and YP.
Julie Stewart Drinks is my deepest
Oh,
cut.
how about Barstool Drive Time? I was on that show. Me and Smith.
You know, Bachelor After Party featuring me and Trent. That was a really old show. Right around the time as Swipe Drunk Love, actually.
What's that poker one that they used to do? Ace Trading Aces?
Did anyone say Cracking Aces last night? They did, yeah.
#1 poker podcast in the world, 2 straight years.
Yep. Why wouldn't they have said it? Just curious.
So basically, we've been here for 5 years at the New York City HQ, and it's falling apart. This is why Travis
Yes.
Oh, no. You know, holes in the floors, ceilings leaking, tiles falling.
Look on Pete's face when I report this. He's like, what do you want me to do about it?
Ceiling in the bathroom collapsed. Who
What?
do we tell?
Yeah. Who do I go to with that problem? You've been here for longer than I have.
I think you take that to Nate.
It just needs an overhaul. We have junk everywhere that's piled up over the last 5 years, and we just need a deep cleaning. We need it to look like an office that people want to come in and collaborate in and be a part of. And as it stands right now, it's kind of like reached a breaking point.
This still falls for Nate, but I'm gonna take a look.
Okay, all right.
Did it fall on you?
No.
You should. You could. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it did fall on me. Oh, my head hurts so bad. The ceiling's falling in.
I'm the liaison to the content team with Pete and our head of HR, and we're going to try to, put this office back together and, revamp it and make it look nice again.
What? I heard you were trying to do some remodeling.
Oh god. We're just looking.
The bathroom ceiling tile.
Oh, we're
just
getting
fell
there.
in.
Oh, just fell in.
Yeah. There's like a leak in the bathroom and the ceiling kind of fell. The men's bathroom
Yeah.
over there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go take a look.
Yeah, they told me it was a job.
Well, the toilet hasn't worked also in like a year and a half either.
In the men's bathroom?
Yeah.
And no one has said anything?
No, we have. We just don't have anybody to fix it.
To be honest, we're so in the mud. I'm used to it being shitty. It's just it is what it is. It's great that you're not taking the people that actually work here's opinion. It's more
Did you solicit their opinions?
We're just in phase 1.
Okay. No, as long as we're taking care of.
This is what happens. This is why people don't do anything, because you get fucking whiners. I don't know why people are complaining about that. Oh, look at Nate trying to make. It's I'm trying to help everybody here make it less depressing. We just had a really, really good meeting that I'm really optimistic about.
What would you like, Jack? I mean, did I not ask you yesterday?
Kim did.
We walked room to room.
Kim did, but
What's happening? Reorganization of desks?
Yeah, everything. We're revamping the entire office.
Again. To what?
We're in the very early phases.
I just complained. He's actually doing something about it. So I give him credit. I would say the thing that the people that previously did not do is they didn't ask people that are here a lot.
Who did it last time?
Yeah, and I know you know that. And I would just say that's the only big thing. I don't really even know what could be done to make it really attractive, to be completely honest. Like, we're going up against an office that has a basketball court. They have food every day. We have like shitty snacks. Inside the gambling cave, they put 12 of the most uncomfortable chairs of all time. But that was done by somebody that doesn't spend any time in there, doesn't work on anything related to it. But Nate, you are somebody you're a man of the people.
We're trying to change everything. It's going to be a long process. We have 5 years left on this lease. So we're going to make it as livable as possible.
This would be open.
Yeah.
And the people that use this open space would do that.
Dead space.
Yeah, this is dead space,
as it is.
not open space. You want open space there.
Yes. Where people sit.
Where people sit.
Yes.
This would be like
That makes
for
sense to you?
No.
Why not?
Because if people wanted collaborative open space, they would do it over here.
People want to sit at that.
They want to, right, so they're sitting there.
Yes.
Why don't we get rid of the bar and make like another radio room, like a podcast studio with glass around it?
That's what we were just talking about.
That'd be sick.
But what?
With some
There's
fixed
1 hour
cameras, so those producers don't have to spend 3 hours setting shit up every day.
There's a radio room that's used for 1 hour a day, and you're saying we need a second radio room.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
But that radio room is so far away from everything.
I still don't understand. Like,
just
Over here is like where the office conversation happens.
is that just those 2 rows?
Yes.
So
We all, at the end of the day, walk over to those 2 rows.
and hang out there.
And hang out there.
This would all be part of one flowing conversation, all facing the same way.
Like a 4th grade art class.
Maybe not art, more social studies.
I think this shit is long overdue. He should have been fucking designed this piece of shit. Ain't nothing going on here. I hope we get a stripper pole in here. That's the only request I have is a stripper pole.
Whatever you want to do, Nate.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Phase 1 is clean. Deep clean.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest phase. That's the biggest hurdle.
It is.
To get past. So.
And fixing the floor so we don't fall through.
Yeah.
Apparently that's like now an issue. I think we're onto something.
Yeah.
The flow would be much better.
Yeah.
Will my desk be moved?
What do you sit there for 2 hours a week?
Oh.
No, not in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, would it be? No, like, would it be that bad if it moved?
No, I don't care if it moves. I want to do whatever makes the team happy.
Yeah.
Whatever makes the boss happy. That's what I'm about. Nothing is going to change unless people come in and like have a good time. So, I think it's a nice sentiment. But an empty office is an empty office, no matter how many chairs you have.
It's just like, it is what it is. Like, it's on you. If you don't want to show up to your job, I mean, don't show up. I don't know, like, I don't really care.
I just woke up and I know I look like fucking garbage. I'm really hungover. I'm probably still drunk. I just woke up and saw that Flaco the owl has died. Okay? And like, I'm a really dramatic person, but I really loved Flaco. And he like died in the street or something crazy. They like gave horrible details. And like, the bald eagle died like 3 days ago and I was upset, but I was like, you know, it's not Flaco at least. And Flaco is dead. Like, I'm in hysterics. Like, I'm not okay. And like I said, I'm really hungover and like probably still drunk. And I know I look like garbage, but like, Flaco is dead. The owl. Do people know?
Like a year or so ago, people broke in to Central Park Zoo and they by accident released Flaco into the wild. So all the zoo people were trying to find him, trying to capture him, and he just was flying away. They couldn't get him. And then they realized that he could hunt on his own. So they're like, okay, if he like learned how to hunt, then let's just let him live his best life. So people were tracking him. They were making sure he's good. He would call out at night for a mate. Like, people loved Flaco. He was like the heart of Central Park. And then he died.
Who? Have you heard about this?
Who?
Oh, yeah. Flaco.
Who?
Flaco?
I'm just doing a Flaco impression.
Oh.
That's what Flaco could do before smack. Flaco didn't kill himself. He was on the Epstein list. Flaco is very close with the Clintons. Okay. I know that.
It's a major loss for the community, and I don't understand how anyone could say anything but, I'm sorry for your loss, because we're all gonna feel this loss. We will all feel it. As much as, like, you know, everybody's talking about, oh, New York morale, whatever. This is a huge blow to the New York morale, okay? Flaco, rest in fucking peace, okay?
Jack Mack, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Where was Hillary Clinton the day that Flaco the Owl died?
Great question. Great question.
Clinton body count. It's like it's another ad. What did
that would lead to the
Flaco-
arrest of Hillary Clinton?
Probably.
I was spreading false information. Like, I thought that Flaco the Owl was going around people. There's actually an owl in New York that like is trying to rip everybody. Have you heard of this? But you guys haven't heard of this?
No.
There's like an owl on the loose, and like he really is like trying to fuck all the humans, and he's like a huge owl too. Wait, look at him up.
Yes, same.
This might have been a dream. I'm gonna get ahead of this.
I mean, I got nothing.
I typed in 3 keywords.
Being creepy. Like I heard somewhere that he like wanted to fuck humans, right? So then I spread false information. Like, that's on me. Turns out, I guess Flaco was in a dream and he was going around fucking people in my dream. R.I.P. Flaco. I'm so sorry that I like spread that false information about you. You didn't anybody. So R.I.P. Wait, is nothing coming up on Google?
Zero. Nothing.
No.
What do you
There is
mean?
an owl that was trying to rip all of us. I know it.
Because I don't know if it's Flaco. It could be either. I think really all that matters is how deeply he touched your soul. That's all that really matters. And so, yes, continue to explain why you were slandering him.
Okay. Well, it didn't start with slander. Let me explain myself.
Yes,
Basically,
explain.
it all starts because I was talking about owls in general and how owls have everywhere they're coming up in my life, right?
Yep.
So it started because I'm walking at night. There's this little like post that I always walk by.
Okay.
And I'm walking by at night one time and there's an owl on it. So then I was trying to figure it out, and I'm standing right in front of it, like probably me to this post right here.
Yeah,
I'm standing there.
Yeah.
I look away for a second. I whip out my camera. Gone. And then also, like, I heard about Flaco the Owl.
Yeah.
And I also guess I have been dreaming about owls. And in my dream, like, he was going around like doing creepy stuff to people.
Unfortunately, only a few days after you started lobbing these harmful accusations at him, he did fly into a building, into a window. So it only makes me think, like, one, yes, maybe he ate a poisoned rat and he was out of sorts and he flew into a window by mistake. Could happen. It happens to the best of us. Or he wasn't able to handle the amount of cyberbullying that you pushed his way.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Option 3, he's guilty.
As you can see, we're coming up on the memorial, which is on the west side of East Drive near 104th Street in Central Park. This is Flaco's favorite oak tree. It's where he spent most of his time and had a lot of pictures taken there. That's why the memorial is there.
I'm already starting to feel bad about my...
As you should.
I just want to say this, like, it's not the one time. I've been seeing owls everywhere. I've kept quiet about seeing owls. The one time I bring him up, the one thing I need him to not do is kill himself or die.
Yeah.
Well, one thing he fucking did was die. It's like, dude, got tagged like a million times. People think that I'm the problem. Oh, wow, this is a whole thing. This is a whole thing.
Look at all the notes. Dear Flaco, you stole my heart. Why did you mean so much to me and so many people? I hope you had the most fabulous year of freedom. I'll miss you so much. I'll remember you always. Thank you for coming into my life. Nancy. Oh my God, these are owl rings.
Oh, I wouldn't touch that.
Okay.
Really haunted.
No, this isn't a grave. This isn't a grave. We have to remember that. I mean, it's sad.
This makes me feel pretty bad about my allegations.
Look at this drawing by a child in loving memory, Flaco. You reminded us to cherish freedom on what abilities lie. Y'all, we have a rest in power, Flaco, and a watercolor. I mean, that's beautiful. It's just beautiful art. We didn't bring any flowers?
Yeah.
Jackie, you didn't bring any flowers?
I didn't bring any flowers. I'm not wearing black or anything like that. I obviously...
At least, of course, I'm mourning correctly by wearing black.
Okay, well, am I feeling like I should have thought before? I just didn't know that he was like such a thing.
It's a beautiful, touching tribute. And again, it's a life lost that all of us were behind, and it's a sad day in New York City.
I mean, I take back everything. Turns out, perfectly good guy. Meant no harm. Seemed to touch a lot of people, not in the way that I thought. Like, you know, in, again, a very non-physical way. So, sorry, Flaco, and everyone else. You seem like a pretty good dude.
I do feel that we finally have brought attention to the person that Flaco was, and that, like I have said time and time again, the impact he's had on the community. And I do feel that we have a convert. We have someone who understands.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like 100% all in, but like I get it. Like I feel bad. I feel sad. I take back everything I said.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's what we thought. That's what we thought.
I found out that Pat's getting surgery today, and I'm not having it. I need to have all the attention, so I hired my dermatologist, my medical dermatologist today. She's gonna be giving me lip implants, Botox, filler, and a new clitoris. Okay. Hopefully something goes wrong in case she hits a blood vessel and I have to be rushed out of here in a stretcher. I just had my lips done. I just had cheek filler. I had a Morpheus injection. I had hydration infection.
Okay.
My Botox done, and I can't feel anything.
Okay,
So
that's fabulous. Only swollen and bleeding on the lips a little.
Who do you think looks worse, the photographer that Taylor's dad punched in the face, or me?
You, for sure. But it'll go down. It'll go down and it'll be fine.
Down.
It'll be fine.
I can't feel anything.
What did they do to your cheeks?
Cheek injections, so like lift them.
Oh, good.
And then she did.
And she's here in the place.
She's in Erica's office now. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
And Gia's in there
swelling
getting.
will go down.
I got
Gia's
Gia
in there?
Botox for 25th.
Oh, Botox. Okay, Botox.
She might be getting lip injections too.
Really?
I don't know. Should we tell her not to?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Maybe I'll see what's up.
Go
Maybe I'll
say,
just
go
see
say
what's up.
Yeah. Say you. She's getting ready for Paris. Lip flip. I gotta see if I can still vape doing this. It still works.